As we move on with our rolling coverage here on the SABC from Parliament, let's see National Director of Public Prosecutions, Shamila Batohi, will be the first witness to testify before the Nkabinde Inquiry, which started in Pretoria yesterday. Now, this inquiry is looking into South Gauteng Director of Public Prosecutions, Adv Andrew Chauke's fitness to hold office. President Cyril Ramaphosa suspended him in July, filing allegations of misconduct, political interference in high-profile cases. Now, these include failure to pursue charges against former police crime intelligence boss Richard Mdluli. Retired Justice Bess Nkabinde is leading the probe. Ofentse Setimo is joining us live from Pretoria. Ofentse, a very good morning. At this point, talk to us about the evidence that has come to the fore, the dynamics unfolding. How do we start to make sense of what's transpiring as, we monitor the developments with relation to Andrew Chauke as well?
Absolutely. A good morning to you and a good morning to your viewers. Well, I can tell you that, as you remember, Advocate Shamila Batohi is the one who actually launched complaints against the South Gauteng Prosecutions boss, actually saying that there were certain cases which he mismanaged. And you actually mentioned one of Major General Poisons and the K2Men unit in the KZN, which they said that he actually mismanaged charges that were leveled against them, despite there being very minimal evidence. And we also know about the crime boss Richard Mdluli's murder charges, which were actually referred to a tribunal, which actually weakened the NPA's case. These are some of the high-profile cases which have brought us here, where there's going to be a tribunal investigating his fitness to hold office. And the first witness, as you rightfully mentioned, is actually going to be Advocate Shamila Batohi. But prior to that, from the statement that we received from the inquiry, is that Advocate Nkabinde, who's representing the South Gauteng Prosecutions boss, is actually going to make some opening remarks first, prior to Shamila Batohi actually being on the stand to give testimony.
Oh, what, revolves around the core mandate of the inquiry and, of course, whether it's uncovered any systemic issues, governance failures as well. It's quite a common thread in all the stories that we're following there. Thank you, Ofentse, for painting that picture. We, of course, going to also monitor those developments as it continues.